Hey guys, this is GTSS, and this is Google I/O 2015. So I want to start off with some of the minor things that were announced. So Google made a really big deal about getting what they call the next 1 billion people online. So really targeting the poverty in the world and making sure they have access to the internet. So one thing that they announced for people that have a lot of offline time is that Chrome for Android will now compress sites that you visit automatically if you're on a slow internet connection, and they demoed this as well, and Google Maps will now run fully when offline, including turn-by-turn navigation, as long as you have saved the map when you were online. So two features that really make offline use on an Android device way easier. Now, Google did not stop there when it came to offline capabilities. They also said that YouTube will now store videos offline for 48 hours when you go offline from the time that you were online. So now you can actually view YouTube videos when you're not even connected to Wi-Fi, and that's a pretty cool feature. And arguably the biggest news of the day was that Google will be separating Google Photos as a brand new service, a separate service from Google+. And you'll be able to store unlimited photos and videos for free. So Google didn't mention many specifics, but they did say that you'll be able to store up to 16 megapixel photos for free, and on the video side, up to 1080p videos for free. This is unlimited photo and video storage for free. That is just amazing. So by far the biggest announcement today was Android M's developer testing announcement. So there's going to be a bunch of changes here. It's not going to be aesthetic changes, but more of behind the hood changes. So firstly, new permission system for apps. That has been a huge weakness on Android for quite a long time, and they're going to be making app permissions significantly better. They're going to be fixing a lot of bugs and making the operating system a lot more stable, since a lot of people had a lot of problems with Android L, such as the volume setting changing. They're going to fix that stuff. They're going to be adding official support for fingerprint sensors on the next Nexus devices, stuff like that. Android Pay will be supported, replacing Google Wallet using NFC. USB-C is going to be supported, so you can charge your device using USB-C. And a new battery feature called Doze is going to be detecting when your phone isn't being used based on the gyroscope, and it's going to be limiting background activity and shutting down apps, making them go to sleep, sort of doze mode, so that it will prevent apps from draining your battery when you are in sleep mode on your device. And they've claimed that it doubles the standby time of the Nexus 9, but, I mean, we'll see how that works out. And by far the most interesting feature in Android M is Now on Tap, which is Google Now being integrated into every app and everything you do on your device. So they had a few main examples. So if you're texting someone about a new restaurant or something, you can immediately hold down the home button, and Google Now will pop up with reviews and directions to that place that you just texted someone about. You can also ask that by saying Google, okay Google, of course. If you're just listening to a song on Spotify or something, and you just immediately ask, okay Google, who's the lead singer? It will tell you who the lead singer is. And so it's going to be integrated with every single app. It's really going to be stalking what you do and really offering suggestions just integrated into the operating system. So yeah, that's Android M, and Now on Tap, which is what it's called. It's an interesting name, but it's going to be a pretty, if it's implemented correctly, it will be a huge step in the right direction for Google and Google Now. Now, there were also some relatively minor updates. They spent a good amount of time talking about Google Cardboard, so they have a brand new version available. It's going to be easier to assemble. It's only going to be 3 steps. They're going to be releasing a version for schools called Expeditions, where teachers can sort of present something on a tablet that will sync to all the Google Cardboards that their students have. It's going to be working with all phones. The buttons are not going to be magnetic based. It's going to be working for phones up to 6 inches in size. Nexus 6. They're going to be releasing something called Jump, which is their whole program to capture VR footage, and that they also announced that they're going to be partnering up with GoPro, where they've already made a 360-degree jump camera. I've got to admit, this thing looks absolutely sick. It takes like 1,000 computers to render the footage, but this thing looks beastly. Wearing cardboard and looking at the footage, I bet will look amazing, because 360-degree cameras, they're using really high-tech software rendering to merge it all together using depth sensors. And this GoPro thing is looking to be pretty awesome. Then they also mentioned Lastly, Project Loon, which is part of their Google X secretive project building thing, which is pretty much to provide internet to rural areas using balloons in the sky. Now, you might have heard of this already, but they just provided some updates about it. They can now provide 500 meters of range of internet for one balloon. They can keep each balloon in the sky for 100 days before it needs to come back down, which is actually a world record. They mentioned that. And they can provide LTE speeds of up to 10 megabits per second, which is actually pretty awesome. I don't know how widespread it's going to be, how much money it'll cost, but it's looking pretty nice. There's a lot of potential there. So yeah, guys, that's the Google I/O 2015 Keynote recap. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a like. I'll see you in the next one.